Okay.
Good evening. This is Dan with Live Lussetto. Greg is driving around somewhere in the country, probably western Nebraska, trying to get home along with Jazz. How's your drive going so far, Greg?
Phenomenal.
How many miles are we up to for the day or the trip?
Well, not for the trip is 1,140 since Friday night. Or not? Was it Friday night that we? No, I'm losing track, man. We left Monday night. Yeah.
Monday night.
I thought pulling was over.
Yeah, apparently there's more work to be done.
Well, yeah, you'll have that in those higher positions.
Yes.
So tonight we're going to talk about our banquet, year-end points, and also our last hook we had in Mitchell 2 weeks ago. So if I can figure my computer out. So
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about our pull in Mitchell. It was a rain day reschedule. We had a afternoon session there at 2 o'clock. Had a good amount of hooks. A lot of people showed up. I suppose since it was our last hook of the season and everybody wanted to get their last little bit of pulling in. But track was good. Got a little dry on us a little bit, but it seemed like it stayed together. I figured it would have got worse than what it did, but
be honest, the guy that builds the track did a heck of a job for not having a water source or like a sprayer for doing an afternoon pull, which we really don't have very many afternoon pulls in Heartland, so that was a little bit different for us.
Yeah, it was a challenge, but I thought he did a great job.
Yes, he did.
Everybody that helped with it, I thought, couldn't have asked for a nicer day. It was beautiful.
No, that's for sure.
And pretty seamless. We did no flaws, no major hiccups at all. So had like I say, great numbers, I thought.
Yes.
So I guess we can kind of go through the how the finishes went in the classes. We got the classic mod class, the bow tie binder with Kyle Lussetto got first. One piece at a time with Dwayne Pfister board got second. The 1468 of Byron Pfister's got third. Flying U, Derek Moody got fourth. Rumor has it Sharon Cooley. Terminator was I can't use Bob somebody. I don't have my glasses. Great, but there we go. And to finish out the class. I mean, we had a good number there. I think everybody was a little somber of that being the last hook a little bit. Everybody kind of seemed like they wanted a little bit more. But then we went into our Pro Stock 4x4 class and danger zone of Mike Franklin. He got first out of Greeley, Colorado. John Coots with the dude from Greeley, Colorado got second. And Making Noise, Stephanie Farrow from Bridgeport got third. And then No Time, Gary Hunter. The Making Noise and the No Time, they hadn't pulled with us at all this year, had they?
Stephanie's been out to the close ones. So Hemingford, Douglas, Sydney.
Okay.
A couple of those.
Okay.
No Time, that was his first time out.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Had he pulled before, or is this something new to him?
No, he's pulled before. He generally comes out about every year to Mitchell's probably the only one he comes out to. They're from Torrington. So.
Okay. Yep. So it was good to see them. So hopefully see him a little bit more next season. So, and then we got the big block Economod class with Cornbet with Maria Miller getting first. She's kind of been on a streak getting that thing figured out. Roaring Red, Brian Miller. It was good to see Brian in the seat
Yep.
and got second. And then we had Colby Lussetto on oddball getting third. And that his second pass this year?
Yes. Yep.
That's what I thought. So it was good to see him. Hopefully he gets the bit by the bug like the rest of your family, and we see some more of him. So
I think so.
Yep. Good. So, and then our 3,200 Superfield class, no stranger to the win column in this season for being her first season and a rookie. Letterbuck, Janelle Hoagland from Cheyenne, had a pretty scary first hook. Got a little wild on her.
Yep.
She dropped the hook, come back last, and ended up first. So then we had Asylum Jake McCullough from Wiggins, Colorado, coming in second. A little bit of red, Lauren Hodson third, and Ruffian Gordon Messingberger from Greeley. So nice little class there. Again, I think everybody that could show up in that class did show up. So it was good to see Gordon out. Good to see McCullough's there. Some faces that have been kind of hit and miss this year for us. So it was good to see them out. So then we got the light limited super class, the wanted Dan Christensen from Cheyenne first. Deuces Wild, Dave Todd. He smoked a couple Pistons when we were in Wisconsin. So he had to tear apart and find what he could to get it put back together, and got it done in time to show up. So that was good. He got second. And then Blueberry Wine, George Russell from Ravenna. So it's good to see those guys travel out west with us too. George is always a good time. He's a character and just a lot of fun to hang out with. He's just a good guy. I've never seen the guy in a bad mood.
Yeah.
So he's just living life.
Gerald says nice yellow trailer.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, should have just took it with you. Kept it. Then we had the 3.0 diesel pickup class. We had Jacob Ratliff with Midnight Express getting first, and then Truan Henderson from Bridgeport with Coming Alive getting second. God, I wish we could get some numbers in that class.
I think they're in hiding.
I think I don't know if the guy needs to make some phone calls and put some bugs in their ears or what, but that diesel pickup class, I think the crowd likes it and love to see more of them show up. We got to get something figured out there to get the guys to show up for that class, because it does put on a good show. So and then our 8,500 light limited pro class, Jim Darnell with Crazy Horse taking first. Had some issues there at the end of the run. He popped a charger, so I guess the best place to do that is the last pole of the season.
Yes.
So then we had John Darnell in second on Red Rider. Chaotic Jeff McCullough from Wiggins, Colorado. Good to see him back. Had High Dollar Hooker, Dirk Bowerly in fourth. Zach Lussetto on Arclight coming fifth. And then we had Double Trouble, Tanner Douglas from Ravenna getting sixth. So good class of 85s there. Hopefully rumor is we may add one more out in this part of the country for next year, hopefully. So that'll be good to see that class growing as well.
It's never bad.
No, it never is a bad deal. And then light limited mods, had Suddenly Psychotic with Rick Bradley getting first, and then Zach Lussetto on Turbulence coming in second, and then Showgirl Jeff Van Bieber, there you go, getting third. So that's nice to see more than one in that class. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, Zach, I think your whole family would love you to quit breaking tractors.
We're officially out of tractors to break.
Yeah, that's a bad problem. So, yeah, you dropped one off at the hospital today and got one tore apart in your shop, I suppose.
Yep.
And one waiting outside.
Yeah.
The McCormick, that also, we lost the belt drive off of the crank pulley. So we lost all the fuel supply and also the water injection. So that's got to be fixed too. So
yeah,
just add it to the list.
Yeah, that's not good. So, yeah, sounds like you got plenty to do. You got 6 weeks to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's going to be here before we're ready. That's coming.
Yeah, it is. It really is. So, I guess our banquet's coming. The dates are Jazz.
November 4th.
November 4th. Okay, November 4th in Kearney, Nebraska at the Honest Center, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
South Convention Center.
South Convention Center. Okay. Do you have that schedule in front of you as far as that everything goes? I know you got had mailed them out this week, I assume, or this last week. Some of us.
Yes, I got them mailed out. Oh, what was it? Monday before we left.
Yes.
1 second, I can pull them up.
So, and for anybody that hasn't been in the Honest Center, that great place to have a banquet. The nice thing is the hotels that are connected to the Honest Center. So when you get drunk, you just got to walk a straight line down a hallway. There's no going outside and getting lost.
I was going to tell you it's within stumbling distance, man.
So, yeah, you kind of want to run across the schedule as far as what we got going on.
Yeah, so we have 4 to 5:30 is our meeting. So get your rule suggestions sent in. So we'll run through all of that.
And when is the deadline for the rule suggestions, Jazz?
October 16th.
Okay.
And I will drop our emails in the comments.
Okay.
So you can either email Greg or me. And then at 5:30, there will be social hour, and downstairs the cash bar will be open. And this year we will have a young gun meeting and social hour. That will be upstairs in the same room as the general meeting.
Okay.
And then dinner at 6:30 and awards to follow. And we have the room and bar open till 11 o'clock that night.
Good. Well,
one thing I'll add to the rules, for the most part, most of our classes will be following the main outlaw circuit, but it is not something that we absolutely have to do. We would like to do that, so we keep some continuity between the two groups. But certainly when the naturally aspirated two-wheel drive is one in question. The straight mod two-wheel drive is not an outlaw class. I mean, that's just on the Heartland region level, and also classic mods. So, please come. And we're working on trying to get some more I won't say classic mods. We're working on trying to get kind of extensive invitations to some guys that pulled with us at West Point with the street mod two-wheel drive. There's quite a few trucks that we can hammer out some rule differences. So, do keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Not to say that we won't have a discussion with all the classes, but they're for the guys in the other classes that are also outlaw national series. Please make sure you look into what was sent out by Ellen Koima for the updates and rule proposals there as well.
And if you haven't seen anything, let us know so we can get that information.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
and be ready to bring ideas and discussions so we can work on things for next year.
Yeah, and my thing, I hope everybody knows that if you've got issues or suggestions or whatever, I mean, there's no judgment. Be open. Let's get it all out on the table, and by opening up and talking about it, that it can only help. It's not going to hurt anything. So, I mean, if you come to the banquet and you sit on your hands and you don't say what's on your mind and get it out there, and not only hurting yourself because you weren't heard, but you're also hurting the association by not being heard, you know, and giving us your ideas and thoughts on everything. You know, I mean, the more comments and suggestions and everything we get, the more it helps us all as an organization. But that's me being on my soapbox, so. So, and I mean,
one other really cool deal, and this just come about where Jazz and I went. We met with the leadership of Outlaw, with the secretaries, and Kurt and Taylor, Ron Stone, Jason Schultz, and that whole group. And we just basically had a debrief over the last season of stuff that went good, bad, things that we want to see, changes, you know, exactly like what we're talking about we want to do in the meeting. And one thing that come out that is a last minute deal that I'm very excited about is they have a scholarship fund in the Outlaw group, and they offer to give away 2 scholarships within our heart. To college or first year students, there's a $100 scholarship available via the deadline. Don't wait around.
Also, 23 years and older, still in college.
Like a continuing education.
There's a $1,500 scholarship for that also. So 2 separate applications.
We're very grateful for the national group extending that to us, because that comes from money that's raised at their auction, charity auction, and all this done in Missouri at the National Banquet. So it's an awesome opportunity to handle of our young guns and family of the home.
Yeah, and you'll post something about that on the Facebook page, won't you, Jazz? Have that up for, or no? Well, I can see those 2 have great cell service, because I can't hear either one of them. The fun of traveling in Western Nebraska. So, but no, what Greg was saying is he had a meeting. Him and Jazz went to a meeting with all the higher ups and everything with Outlaws, and they want to provide 2 scholarships to the Heartland side to anybody that's a senior or going to college. I assume Jazz will post something on Facebook about it. I don't know if there's an application process, I would imagine, but be looking on the Heartland page for, it's already posted. Thanks, Kaylee. But yeah, jump on there, take a peek at it. It is a great opportunity that the national, the money brought in on the national side. They're willing to help support our side as well as far as the scholarship fund goes. So I think it's a great thing. And anybody that's interested, I mean, get on there and sign up and go through the process, because it's a nice opportunity for somebody. So take advantage of it. We got you 2 back yet, or you in a hole? No. Yes, Cody, the scholarships are a great thing. And like I say, I mean, you can't go wrong. It's awesome that the association does something that for our young guns or our younger pullers. So, or anybody involved in with the Outlaw organization. So, hey, I hear.
Okay. Yeah,
there we go.
Apparently lost service there for just a minute.
You did. I talked really nasty about you for a while, so don't worry about it. You didn't miss much.
Well, it's mostly true, I'm sure.
Right. Uh-huh.
Oh, I make no mistake.
So, no, I was just talking more about the scholarship and everything. Greg, you were kind of breaking up there when you were talking about it, so I just kind of wanted to make sure, reiterate what you were saying.
I heard part of that. Jazz put a link, shared it on our Facebook page yesterday, and tagged anybody we could think of was of age, for that, tagged them in there. Because, again, that deadline of October 6th, and that does not go to us. That goes to the Maine Outlaw Scholarship Committee. So that's coming up quick.
Yeah. So
Yes,
if you're
Burgundy
interested,
Breeze, I believe, heads that up.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah. So if you're interested, get on that right away.
Yeah, get on that horse. There's money available.
Yeah.
So
what else you guys got? As far as Banquet goes, I mean, you pretty much got everything there. Point standings for the year. You wanted to go over them, Jazz?
Yeah, I can go through those.
Okay.
Okay. So do you want me to read all of them or top?
Just the top two.
Top two. So the 3200 Superfield East Division, we have the Rum Runner at 266 and the Dark Knight at 205. Those are our top two. On the West Division of the Superfields, Little Bit Red at 214 and Ruffian at 104. He's laughing. I don't know why.
You're fine. You're fine.
Big Black Economods, Cornvet 244, Oddball 233, and Roaring Red at 184. Classic mods on the east side, Bad Ticker at 287, Red 78. Classic mods on the west side, Bowtie Binder 210, Rumor Has It 182. Light limited mods, the Bandit and Turbulence both at 110 points, and Suddenly Psychotic at 82. Light limited Pro Stock on the east, Arc Light 253, Resurrected Deer 134. Light limited pros on the west side, Crazy Horse at 215 and Red Rider at 210. Light limited super stock on the east, the Wanted at 250, Old Biddy at 178. Light limited super stock out west, the Wanted at 216 and Deuces Wild at 188. Naturally aspirated two-wheel drive, Mean Farmer at 200 and Mama's Nightmare at 188. Pro Stock 4x4s out east, Burn It Down at 227 and Razzmatazz at 225.
Anything else?
Yeah, Pro Stock 4x4s out west, but I don't have totals. That's kind of a lot of math.
It has to be the dude.
The Dude in first and Lucky 13 second. Street Mod two-wheel drive, the Farmer's Daughter, I believe at like 246, and Thunderstruck in second. Totals didn't add up right. But all of the points are on the app.
Yeah. Who's a commenter?
Laura Griffith says, "Woo, mean farmer." And Maria says, "Turnin' Red will be back next year, better than ever."
Good. Yeah. And then
we had a little breakage in that class between them and us this year.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a rough season on the Miller clan there.
Yes. And if you're sitting down, one of the gears that we needed, Atlas had in stock.
Whoa.
Should have been shipped out, which is almost hard to believe.
See if it
Yeah.
It might get home before I do.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because that specialty stuff, you just don't call and somebody's got it usually.
Oh no, and I'll tell you, that's the hard thing is, and one of the places I stopped today, they said that they quoted a guy a job for 25.
Really?
They're that far, but they're 4 people short in a crankshaft shop. And man,
wow,
that's tough.
Yeah, that doesn't make things very easy for a guy.
No.
So, well, you got anything, Greg? I guess that I don't know about.
I don't have too much. I will tell you the amazing thing is you can't believe all the pulls that we've dealt with already for the 24 season. We're already booking things. I really will contend and believe that by the time we get to convention, or our schedule is going to be done.
Yeah.
So, no, we're looking forward to another good season, and I don't see there being any less hooks, to be honest with you.
No, and I mean, you had a lot of people when we got done at the end of the night already talking about next year already. So, I mean, I think we're going to have a lot of return pulls and stuff. So,
yes,
which is good.
Yes, and then on top of that, we're excited. We had and I feel like I say this every year, but we've had so much growth within the help of the group. Also you take like the live stream, there's all kinds of stuff. I think you're going to see lots of progress. Let me just drop my phone.
Well, we had a learning curve we had to get through this year, and I think by the end of the season, I mean, things were a lot better, and they can only get better in the off season. So
yes, well, and the other thing too, trying to learn mid-season when you're starting to have 3 pulls a weekend, there almost isn't time, so yeah. We'll have some more time to do some things. We've got a lot of ideas, stuff that there's gonna be a few things we bring out at the banquet that we'd like to try to add, and we kind of want to tailor our live stream to Heartland, because they're, albeit that a lot of stuff's the same between the national group and us, there is some pretty substantial differences. We don't have the 200 hook shows and the 100 hook shows, but that doesn't mean we can't do a lot of the same things. And it's just we have time to do a few extra things that we're looking at doing with the live stream and a few extra.
Yeah.
So no, there's some exciting stuff in the works. And again, I'll thank the Outlaw guys. We look at the benefits just like this. I mean, sometimes it's the little things, just like all of a sudden, we're getting scholarship stuff and things that we didn't even have anything to do with,
Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, the progress of what we've done since the Heartland joined Outlaws. I mean, every year as time goes on, I mean, we're adding more, we're finding more ways to improve with what we're doing, and it can only go up. I mean,
and some of it's baby steps, but even baby steps are moving in the right direction versus, holding the line steady,
Oh yeah. And a lot of the stuff that is going on or does happen, people don't see it unless they're behind the scenes and understand what's going on either. I mean, I know there's things going on that I don't know about, but I know, things are beneficial.
we're not looking to make excuses, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and we've had there's again the learning curve, and stuff that we're dealing with stuff a lot of times that there's no manuals and stuff, and you learn by getting burnt in the fire some days. That's just the way it is, and I'm okay with that,
Yep.
That's but yeah, there is a lot of stuff in the works, and like I said, we're very excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited with everything too. It's I think it's great for everybody, and I think everybody, we all sit back and we look at the struggles and the hurdles and the stuff we had, but you sit down and look back over the whole season. It was a great season. It was a fun season. I had more fun pulling this year, and I think it was the exposure that we got. It's been amazing, and
it's the 22 hooks. You just start looking at that. That's for us where we are. I mean, you get some other places that's pretty normal. It hasn't been normal here.
No.
And that's only gonna help our group grow. Adding a tractor or two or vehicle here or there. This Brian, and sometimes it's an old puller, just like Brian Cable coming out there at that last hook at Mitchell. 16 years that tractor's been in the shed.
Isn't that crazy?
And then you turn around and we got a guy that looks like in McCook that may have purchased a tractor that we're hoping that we could see, another light limited pro, which would be phenomenal.
Yep. Yeah. Just getting one added to the class, helps. I mean, it just adds to the show and more exposure. Now you got one down in McCook now, the people in that area are going to pay a little more attention to what's going on when they got a friend of theirs doing that. So, I mean, it can only benefit everybody and hopefully attract somebody else to want to build a machine,
Absolutely.
So, Ashton is set, huh?
Yep.
For July 6th. Good. Put that on the calendar. One of my favorite pulls.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Yep, that one. Palmer set a date. North Platte, Lexington. I don't know about St. Paul. We got some little competition over dates, which is going to be interesting. I understand it's just crazy how full that schedule got.
Yep.
So
yeah, and I hope we get St. Paul back. A great place. Steve and those guys did a great job on the track. That was probably one of the best tracks we hooked on this year. That old school covered wood fairgrounds feeling, it's just, and they had a good crowd for the first time of having a pull in 20 some years, or 30
some years on a Monday stinking night.
Yeah. And from what I heard and was told, that was the biggest crowd they had at any event at that fair this year.
See, and the other thing is, I got that information, and I don't know if it was clear through the end of the fair. Hayes, Kansas, same thing.
Good. Yeah, they had a great crowd there. I was a little nervous about being down there and wondering what they would get, but man, they had a crowd there too. They did not disappoint there.
Well, and you look at another one. You want to talk about a fair board that just went above and beyond is Neely.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! That I wouldn't have given you a nickel that we were going to be pulling, and man,
no,
they got an old boy on the grader that's you can always, I don't know. You can see those guys a mile away some days, but that old boy knew what he was doing, and he worked his magic. And next thing you know, we had a damn good pull there, just a little late.
Yeah, we did. I got caught with my pants down on that deal. I was sitting in my trailer. I figured if it did go, it was going to be a few hours yet. And the next thing I know, somebody hollered and told me I needed to get my butt dressed and get up to the track. So I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, that happens, I mean, look at, we had a circus parking everybody, and I mean, it was just, but you get by, you take, I don't know, maybe just random memories through the year, but Randolph, I've been doing this for dang 30 some years. First time I've ever got towed in the pits.
Yeah. Yep. And that poll, that was another first for me. And man, I had a good time there. That is a neat little place they got going on there. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'll be darned.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I'm crashing on you.
Yeah. So.
Dan,
All
I
right.
think we're going to lose you, but we'd have to call it a night.
Nope, that's fine.
Can you hear me?
I want to thank everybody for the season we had.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dan, let's keep going. You give me about 5 to 10 minutes. If we drop off, we might have to call it a night. But, there's other stuff through the year. Great to have Sidney, Nebraska back. One of my favorite local polls, 40 miles from us.
Yep.
That place was rocking. They had a pretty dang good crowd there, on it for a Thursday night.
First year for the
Yeah,
year.
they did. Yeah.
Oh,
and
one other thing I want to throw in there too. One of the last polls of the year in our area, Brush, Colorado, will be going on. Is it the 30th? What's the date?
Oh, yeah. Yep, 30th, Saturday.
30th, Saturday night.
Yep.
It's usually locally, it's that poll that everybody runs to before you throw them in the shed, or lock the doors in the trailer. And, just FYI, that's coming up the 30th. Few different classes. They got a great class of mod 4x4 pickups and pro stock pickups.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
don't forget that one.
Yeah, and it seems like every year they got to kind of delay the show from their start time because they're still trying to get people into the facilities. I mean, I remember 2 years ago they were lined up 2 blocks down the street still trying to get in.
Yeah, and it doesn't help when people park stuff in the ditch once in a while,
Yeah, I wouldn't know who that would have been.
Yeah, I know. Gosh darn it.
or what family.
Oh, what family? It wasn't me, by the way.
I know it wasn't. I was the one underneath your trailer hooking the chain up, if I remember right. But
and then, well, you go through the year, like even Lexington. I mean, there was just a lot of great. I don't know. You just go on and on, man. I mean,
yeah. I can't think of one place we went to that I've got any complaints or thought it should have been something more. It just.
I have one big complaint.
Okay.
Somebody should turn the damn heat up at Rock Valley.
Yeah, you guys froze a little bit, didn't you?
It's 48 damn degrees when we got done with the poll, and I'm telling you, I was looking for a heater in July.
It was nicer in Cheyenne.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah, I hated to miss that poll this year. That's first time in 4 or 5 years.
Let's throw something out. Throw everybody your idea of shop tours.
Shop tours. Oh yeah. Pullers with the Heartland division. I want to travel around this winter and interview you at your place, sitting in your shop, whatever. Just to put you guys out there, so our crowd and our fans know who you are. I'd like to come in, just sit down, whether it's a half an hour interview or something, and something we can throw on live Lussetto, since we're going to be running. Pulling's going to be over. There's not going to be a whole lot to talk about. So some nights we might do a half an hour show and throw the interview on. I will be calling you and bugging you, but anybody that is wants to do it, please let me know. Let me know at the banquet or shoot me a message on Facebook or whatever, because I would like to. I'll travel the West. I'll try as much in the East as I can, but I got somebody else that is willing to, on you guys out East that I can't get to, is willing to come do the interviews. I just kind of an idea of mine. I guess let me know your thoughts and feelings about it, or anything else I can do besides the interview, or do at the interview. Some things you might want to know of our pullers, but message me on Facebook or talk to me at the banquet or whatever. Because I'd really like to sit down with our pullers and let the fans in the stands that don't get to come into the pits and visit with us or whatever, kind of get to know a person on a little more intimate level, and not only their polling deal, but also their personal life as far as what they do for a living and stuff like that. That's what happens when you can't sleep at night. You brainstorm things like that up. So, but I think it'd be a good little addition, or I hope anyway. Maybe you guys will all hate it. I don't know, but I thought it'd be fun to try and do. So, like I say, thoughts and feelings on that, and any ideas, please, like I say, feel free to message me and let me know what you think.
No, I thought that was a great idea, Dan.
Yeah, like I say, when you have sleeping problems, you think of crazy things in the middle of the night. So, but no, like I say, a lot of the fans don't get to come in the pits and see us. They see us go down the track or standing in the pits or whatever. And I know there's people out there sitting in the stands that would like to know about that person running that pickup or that tractor or whatever. So, yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of a nice little addition. So hopefully, thanks, Dale. I appreciate it. Love that guy. Good dude. Is he coming to the banquet, hopefully?
What's that?
I said hopefully Dale is coming to the banquet.
We should
Bartles.
invite him right now.
There you go. Dale, come on down. We'll have a toddy.
We got a microphone for him. He can MC the whole thing. That'd be
There
phenomenal.
There we go. He could be our awards announcer or whatever. There we go.
Absolutely.
Paula, thanks. I would, like I say, I get a chance, love to come down and interview both of you. But yeah, no, I want to thank everybody. I mean, we had a great year this year. I had a blast. You know.
You get Paula on there, you got to interview Rhett, man, because he's had a little pulling career himself, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sir of the old pedal pulls, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets right with it. He's doing a good job.
Yes.
So, but no, I did. I had a blast. I couldn't thank you guys enough. You know, we got a pretty tight family there, and it's good to see people jump in and help. And I mean, there isn't one person you couldn't walk up to that wouldn't come over and help you. You know, we just, like I say, you guys are, everybody in my polling family is getting a little closer than my family. It's kind of cool. We all, when we got things going on, we call each other and talk about it. So it's a neat deal. It means a lot to me to have everybody that I've met in the last 2 years polling. So yeah. Way to build up his self-esteem there, Paula. No. But no. Yeah, I guess anything you want to add in closing, Greg?
Boy, not really. I just, like I said, pulling family, sometimes dysfunctional, but still family.
That's right.
We're all out.
Oh, just Greg started crying and his phone cut out. Oh, but no, I think we all feel that same way. You know, we all look forward to seeing each other, and then we're ready for the end of the season. But about 2 weeks into the end of the season, we're all wishing we were all back together. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at the banquet, and let's have a good time.
Yeah. Holy smokes!
Did you get the tears wiped up, Greg?
I just. What do you? Oh, tears. I was like, dude, yeah, I'll leave that one alone. Apparently, everybody wants to call me right now. That's not the time. But yeah, no. Looking forward to it. I'd like to say we got a breather, but you know we're heading to Cheyenne tomorrow. I missed day one of the fair managers convention. Be there tomorrow. I guess, for lack of a better term, keeping after the current polls and getting after extras. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. We have interest more in Wyoming. It's just how much can we do, you know?
Yep. That's the next thing. So, no, it'd be interesting to see what the fair convention out here, what kind of response and stuff you get out here. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's we got more places that want pulls that we can get to a little bit. You know, there is interest in Wyoming. It's just we can't cover it all. You know. And,
Yep. Yeah, that's the sad thing about it. We can't.
Yes. Yep,
So.
for sure. So no, that's about all I got. And onward and upward, man. We're looking forward to it. Get after the Banquet, Arizona. Other than that, be darn near as busy as the season was.
Yeah. The month of November is going to be pretty busy.
Yes.
A couple last comments and then.
Yep. Yeah, roll through a few more comments, and we'll probably need to head out. So.
Yep.
Is Broken Bow is looking at dates for this year. There was not time to.
Yeah. Broken Bow held off last year at the end of the year. They tried to get something right at the end, but they decided rather than to try to put something together in 3 weeks, they'd be best to, get their ducks in a row and, as much as I hated to give, you always want to get every place, but that's probably a good plan long term.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's for the best. Yep.
So,
good.
Yep. No, very good.
Okay.
Dan, thank you.
You bet. Hopefully we'll see y'all later.
All righty. See you guys.
All right. See ya.